Hey, your friendly neighborhood geek here, doing another animated short review. This time on a well-beloved piece of Sonic media, Sonic Night of the Werehog. Yes, this came out, I believe, November 21st, 2008. This was a tie-in to the Sonic game at the time, Sonic Unleashed, which is one of my favorite Sonic games. This was directed by Takashi Nakashima. I don't know if I probably pronounced it wrong. Um, and yeah, this was created by what was the yes, this was animated by Mars Animation Planet, who are a sub studio. I'm not sure if they're owned by Sega. I'm not sure if they're still around. But I believe they made some of the CGI animation for the cutscenes in Sonic Unleashed, like the opening cutscene when he arrives on Eggman's ship to stop whatever his evil plans were. Um, so yeah, the animation for this still looks great, still holds up, especially if you have a smart TV and you watch it on there. I'm sure it would look even better. This looks like it could have been made a couple years ago, not 2008. um, so yes, like I said, this was a tie-in to the Sonic game of the time, Sonic Unleashed, where Dr. Eggman um, had broke the planet, had basically kind of split the planet in different pieces, and Sonic had to go around, fixing, putting the world back together. Um, and when he did that, he unleashed the evil dark god in a sense called Dark Gaia, um, and he uh, took the so I'm trying to remember. So when Sonic confronted Dr. Eggman, he had the Chaos Emeralds with him and he became Super Sonic. Um Eggman was hoping he would have done that because what he ended up doing was he ended up trapping Sonic in some type of machine where he couldn't escape, not even his supersonic form. He drains the Chaos Emeralds of their energy, and they have a negative effect on Sonic, turning him into the Werehog. Um, and Dr. Eggman shoots Sonic back to Earth, and he meets this little creature character, this little furry looking character named Chip, who um, ends up accompanying Sonic on his mission to save the world and fix the planet and eventually stop Dark Gaia in the end. So a lot of people, to my knowledge, are kind of on the kind of indecisive about this one. I think a lot of people like the story and the music and the Sonic, like the traditional running Sonic elements, but a lot of people really didn't care for the Werehog elements, which kind of took I guess inspiration from like God of War, surprisingly, and I guess Devil May Cry, like that hack and slash type of gameplay. Me as a kid in 2008, especially seeing the cutscenes and all that stuff, I thought I was blown away, and I thought the idea of Sonic being a werehog was awesome. Like Sonic being a werewolf was awesome. Um, yeah, I was blown away. So I was all up for it as a kid. And when I played it, yeah, some of the sequences in werehog form were a little frustrating, but for the most part, I enjoyed it. So yeah, it's one of my favorite Sonic games. Um, Okay, real quick, I wanted to show this cute little werehog plush I got some years ago. Luckily, yeah, I got a handful of kind of classic, rare Sonic plushies before they ignore that notification if you heard it before they got really expensive on the secondhand market. This is made by a company called Jazzwares. I have a handful of Jazzware plushies. I have a few anniversary plushies, and I have some Sonic plushies that were kind of hard to obtain for a couple of years. Like, so I'm not sure how much this one goes for. Like, so I got him brand new, has tag. I removed the tag. I wish I kept his little tag right here, for authentication purposes, but I didn't know better. But um, yeah, so like I said, you get an idea of what Sonic kind of looked like. Um, there's another company called GE that made a bigger one that was more accurate, but like I said, this was adorable. I like this little plushie. Um, Yes, I have the other. I have modern Sonic. I have modern Sonic and classic Sonic that were made by Jazzwares. Put away. So, and I have one of the first. Maybe in another video, I have one of the first plushes of Sonic that was ever released to the public, called from the 1991. Yeah, 1991. For those who don't know, back in the day, very long time ago, the only way you could get a plush was through a claw machine. You couldn't just go to a store and buy it, depending on what who the character was. Um, so yeah, so like Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2, um, saw the first Sonic game. The only way you could get plushies was through a claw machine, surprisingly. But yeah, my cute little uh Werehog doll I love so much. Anyway, so to the actual short itself. And I believe there was a Japanese dub and English dub for this, because when I looked at the cast, it had like the English voice actors at the time. So um, Jason Griffith, who's my Sonic, the Sonic voice actor I grew up with, awesome, great person, great actor, talented. Um, has an Instagram, so you can see all his recent stuff. I recommend you check it out. It also had the Japanese cast. This movie, I believe, came out in theaters in Japan. It's only maybe like 30 minutes, I think. 30, 40 minutes. So yeah, so what is this about? Well, like I said, this takes place during Sonic Unleashed. So um, Sonic and Chip is stormy, raining outside. Well, the opening of the movie doesn't even open up with Sonic and Chip, but I won't spoil that. I'll let you see that for yourself. But we see Sonic and Chip um, enter this house. It's stormy, rainy outside. They plan to stay there for the night until so they can. So once the thunderstorm is over, they can continue on with their journey. We find out there are three ghosts who live in this house, and I think the ghosts they actually appear in the game, like as a cameo Easter egg. I think in like the PS3 and Xbox version of the game. Um, so the two male ghosts like to they want to win the affection of the girl ghost. So what they do is they take pictures of people, like they scare people who come into the house. They take pictures of them, like they take pictures of them scared, and whichever picture the girl ghost likes the most, she'll show affection to the one of the two male ghosts. So if she likes your picture the most, she might give you a kiss on the cheek or something, you know, something cute and silly like that. Um, so we find out that she's a huge fan of the Wolfman, the werewolf genre. So the two ghosts possess knight armor that are in the house, and they plan to scare Chip and Sonic. And well, the whole time they are exploring the house, they have been scaring Chip, and Chip's been trying to tell Sonic like what's been going on. Sonic's like, "Oh, like Chip, just calm down, you're fine," or whatever. Um, so they've been taking pictures of Chip throughout this movie. Um, yeah, also there's no talking in this, which I like. The characters just make noises, grunts, sounds, laughs, stuff like that, which I really, really like. I think that adds to the charm to this short. So like I said, the two of them are in a hallway. The two ghosts are in knight armor. One's on both ends of the hallway. They plan to scare them. The full moon starts to come out. Sonic turns into the Werehog, and he kind of scares them off. So and the cameras flash and take pictures of the ghosts, being in a panic mode and running away. So they take them to the girl ghost's room. She laughs at them. They feel embarrassed and angry of what Sonic did to them, even though it wasn't intentional. So they fuse together and make this green ghost with horns and everything. He attacks Sonic and Chip. Of course, he can turn invisible, so Sonic can't tell where he's coming from. So Sonic kind of gets his ass handed to him, which is I'm not too big on that, but it happens. So Chip ends up figuring out how to stop him. They end up winning. The next day, I won't spoil how it ends, but it's a lot of fun. It's such a awesome piece of Sonic media. I highly recommend it. It's on YouTube for free. Definitely check it out. You won't be disappointed. Like I said, animation, the story, everything still holds up. yeah, go give Sonic 9 the Werehog a watch. Check it out. Peace.